Hey everybody, welcome into Rock Painting 101. Today's tutorial is a fun little funky swirl style heart. Now these are pretty easy to do. Once you see the tutorial, we'll kind of build it step by step, and you can hide some of these or gift some of these to somebody special. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment below what you think, and of course if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. All right, we're gonna do another fun heart rock. I've got a few different colors here. You can use any color palette that you want with these. I suggest having at least maybe 3 colors or more. 2 might be a little bit tough. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna rough sketch a heart shape onto my rock. If you have a hard time just freehanding hearts, you can always cut yourself a template. I'm very fond of using Post-it notes to make templates, because if you cut out and leave just a little bit of that sticky side, it can kind of hold onto your rock while you trace it a little bit. Okay, and then once you've got your heart shape on there, we're going to create our swirl. So we're going to start on the left-hand side here, and we're going to end in the center. This is a very thick pen, so I'm not going to use this as my middle line. So I'm going to swap out for something smaller. I have a nice tiny little white 1M here. You could do these with acrylic paints as well. I just like the way I can draw with these paint pens. So I'm going to create a spiral like so. Then we're going to come along the base, and then we're going to pull kind of up into about the middle of the left-hand side. And I am going to go right onto that edge. So once I've got that on there, I'm going to trace, and I'm going to make it get a little bit thicker as it pulls from the center. This is still my middle line, so it's not going to get huge. I'm going to be careful going over this outside area here just because it didn't set that long. Okay. And I did pull just a little bit of pink into that, but we'll touch that up at the end. Okay. Now the next line I'm going to do is going to start on the outside and wrap its way around. So I'm going to go right back to my pink that I had. And we're going to start as close to that center as we can. So it's kind of hard for you to see until I get a little ways out. And I'm going to move my rock so that I can keep my eye on that white line. And I'm holding this slightly to the side so that I get a nice thicker line as I pull. All the way to the side here. Okay. Smooth out that edge a bit. And then I'm going to do my third color, my teal. And we're going to go along that maroon line. I'm kind of keeping an eye on it. I do want that to be dry. Otherwise you'll pull that into your teal, which actually makes a pretty color. It makes like a purple color. I'm waiting for that to dry. Again, I'm going to rotate my rock, so when I place my teal down, I can try to stay on the outside of that maroon line. It's okay if you go over it just a little bit, as long as it's dry. Shouldn't have to worry about the colors bleeding together. Now I want this line to make it through here, so I'm going to put it right on top of that outline for now. And we'll adjust that later. All the way to the edge. And then we're going to fill this in. Like so. Now I'm going to do my white next. And I'm going to follow this around. Now it will actually stop up here in the corner. But I'm going to cut it along the inside, and it will also help create the point that I want. on my teal. I'm gonna fill that in as well. And then we'll add teal on the outside, but we wanna get I want my curl to end up being on the top. So I'm gonna place down my white first here, and then we'll go in with the teal. So we'll go right on top of that teal. See how we made that come to more of a point now? We're gonna go up and around. And this one I wanna keep skinnier. The smaller I make it, the further I can get away with having it continue on the design before it's gonna disappear. Like so. Feel free to clean up the line you're going next to. All right, some of that might get lost when I redo the outline. And I don't think I'm gonna fit another color. It would be red anyway, so I'm gonna actually make this a little bit wider. And there we are. And I'm gonna leave that exposed rock in the center for now, because I kind of like it there. All right, now we're gonna add one teal stripe here along this side. See, and that's why we left that blank in the center, because we're gonna follow how would this have gone around. It's gonna hide behind that, which we can touch up with the white later. Okay, and this would follow up and around, so this is actually what color would end up inside here. I'm gonna be careful to try to get this line in here. I'll probably have to come back with my white and touch that up. So go ahead and get it in there if it fits. I'm just gonna continue filling in the top of my heart, following my pattern here. So I'll speed a little bit of this up. As I'm filling in this last little bit of white up here, I'm noticing that my pink ends up being my outside of the curl. So I really kind of want that to make its way around to the point. So I'm going to very carefully go in, because this is a fatter tip. This color I can't get in a smaller size, but I just love it. And excuse me, I just hit my head on the tripod. So I'm going to squeeze this in here. I know it's going to be tight. I'm going to have to do some white over the top of it. But I want that in there. Just like that. And then we'll add this outline on this side when we're done. All right, so we're gonna let some things dry here. We're gonna touch up some spots with some white. So we're gonna get in this curl here and fix that. We wanna see white here in between, like that. I want this white to kind of sneak down the side of this, even though it's gonna be small. Like that. Okay, now I'm gonna have to let this dry all the way before I touch up my white. I don't want to pull any of these other colors into the white. I'm gonna add this here. Just clean up a couple lines here and there. Once you know where your colors are, it's easier to go back and really sharpen things up. It's a really pretty rock though, pretty design. Once this is dry, I'm gonna do my pink on here too. So we'll be back. I'll be finishing up my outline when we return. Okay, once you've got your outline around the edge, I think we are going to be done. I think this side needs to be a smidge further over. All right. So a fun heart rock, something a little bit different to give a try too. And hide around town this Valentine's season or really any time of year. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.